Hello everyone, my name is Ayra McCoy, and today I will be evaluating the Priceline.com user agreement, commonly referred to as the terms and conditions. This evaluation will focus on several key aspects: the validity of the contract, whether visitors are bound to it, dispute resolution options, and some recommendation changes that I think would improve the agreement. By the end of this presentation, you'll have a clear understanding of these legal terms and their implications. First, let's discuss whether the Priceline user agreement is a valid contract. In legal terms, a contract must include these essential elements: an offer, acceptance, and consideration. Priceline's terms and conditions are designed as a legal binding agreement between the company and its users, with Priceline offering services and the user agreeing to the terms in exchange for those services. However, the key question is whether this agreement is truly valid if users are not explicitly accepting the terms, which leads to the next point. Are visitors automatically bound by the terms and conditions, or should they be required to click I agree to make the contract enforceable? This is where the distinction between browser wrap and click wrap agreements comes into play. In a browser wrap agreement, the terms are available with a hyperlink, and users are assumed to have accepted them simply by using the site. However, courts have often ruled that browser wrap agreements may not be enforceable unless the terms are presented in a way that the user cannot miss. On the other hand, click wrap agreements where user actively clicks I agree are generally upheld by courts because they require explicit consent. Given this, Priceline might consider moving towards a click wrap agreement to ensure that users are fully aware of and agree to their terms. Next, let's look at the dispute resolution clause in the Priceline user agreement. This section typically outlines how disputes between the user and Priceline will be handled. Priceline's agreement likely includes a clause which means that if you have a dispute with the company, you cannot take them to court. Instead, you must resolve this issue through arbitration. This method is often quicker and less expensive than a court case, but it also means that users waive their right to a trial by jury. Additionally, many agreements include a class action waiver, preventing users from joining together in a lawsuit. While these clauses are enforceable, they are often viewed as less favorable to the consumer. Priceline could improve user satisfaction by offering more transparency around these clauses and perhaps allowing users to opt out of arbitration within a certain period. Now let's consider some recommended changes to Priceline's terms and conditions. First, as mentioned earlier, transitioning from a browser wrap to a click wrap agreement would strengthen the enforceability of the contract. This will require users to actively acknowledge that they have read and agreed to the terms, which reduces ambiguity. Second, the dispute resolution clause could be made more consumer-friendly. Priceline might consider allowing users to choose between arbitration and small claims court, which is a more favorable and accessible option for many consumers. Finally, simplifying the language used in the agreement will make it easier for users to understand their rights and obligations. Legal jargon can be intimidating, and clearer terms could improve the overall user experience. In conclusion, while Priceline's terms and conditions serve as a legal binding contract, there are areas where it could be improved to better protect both the company and its users. Ensuring that users are fully aware of and agree to the terms through a click wrap agreement, providing clear dispute resolution options, and simplifying the language of the contract are just a few steps that could enhance the overall fairness and enforceability of the agreement. Thank you for watching this presentation. I encourage you to review Priceline's terms and conditions carefully whenever you use their services. Have a great day, and thank you again for watching. If you have any questions or any feedback, feel free to reach out to me. Thanks.